Okay, so we are back again with the explanation of this study chart. And I think I've talked about pretty much everything you need to be able to read the chart. Okay, but now, just to make sure that everybody that sees it is clear on pronunciation, I will read the top row and I will read the first column, and then I will read the diagonal, and then stop to talk about why these three are extra important. Okay? And I will begin only by reading the top pronunciations, not both pronunciations. Fa, fu, fe, fo. Fang, funa. Let's go back because I made a mistake. Fa, fua, fe, foa. Fang, funa, feng, fona. Phi, fia, fe, foia. Fall, fura, fel, fora. Say, you see that the consonant is the same all the way across, and the vowels change all the way across. You can also see that all of the vowels are in groups of four, and they're all based on a, u, e, o. And in the next four, you add either an NG sound or an N sound. And then in the next four, you add an E sound or the sound of a Y. And then in the last four, you add an L or an R. Okay, and in this way, you create 16 vowel sounds. Okay, now I'll go down the column, again, only reading the top phonetic value. Fa, ta, va, da. Pa, sha, ba, ja. Sa, tha, za, the. Ka, cha, ga, ja. So now you see that the consonant sound changes in each row, but the vowel remains constant through the column. So this chart of 256 letters becomes a lot easier when you realize that both the shapes of the letters and the sounds of the letters represent one consonant and one vowel. And in the rows, the consonants are constant, and in the columns, the vowels are constant. And if you start looking at the shapes of the letters, which we'll talk about now, you can see that there is a high degree of consistency in how each letter is constructed. So here, you begin to see that the vowel sounds are all represented by the fundamental curvature of each letter. Okay, there's four basic kinds of curvatures, and you can get them right at the beginning. The straight line for 0, the single curve for 1, the double curve for 2, and the triple curve for 3. So 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 are made with these four simple line shapes. Okay. Then every kind of flourish that takes you up to a total of 16 shapes you can think of it as if you have a lower flag or an upper flag or both. So we just went 0 through 3. If you go 4 through 7, these all have lower flags. When you're modifying the symbol for 0, the flag looks like that. If you modify the symbol for 1, the flag looks like this, and it becomes 5. If you modify the symbol for 2, the flag looks like that, and it becomes 6. And then if you modify it the symbol for 3, it becomes 7, and it looks like that. Okay. Now, the next 4 will have exactly the same kind of flags, but they will be on the top instead of the bottom. Now, in the case of the 0, it might look a little more like left versus right, but this one is actually a little higher than this one too. So this is the top flag, and when you modify the 0 symbol this way, it becomes an 8. The 1 symbol this way becomes a 9. The 2 symbol this way becomes 10. The 3 symbol this way becomes 11. Finally, you have 4 vowels where you put the flags on both the top and bottom. So 12 is the modification of 0 with a flag top and bottom. 13 is the modification of 1 with a flag top and bottom. 14 is the modification of 2 with a flag top and bottom. And then 15 is the modification of 3 with a flag top and bottom. So you see by these principles, even though all of these symbols will look foreign because it's not from a language you're familiar with, the rules for learning how to draw them and how to say them are very consistent, so that if you remember the rules, you can remember how to draw them very quickly, and you can remember how to say them very quickly. All right,